2,000 years after the departure of Jesus Christ, the prophets are back to teach the real Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel, their true nationality. This is their campaign.
He said holy. So we're supposed to present ourselves a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God. So if you're not living holy, Romans 7 and 12, 14 I believe. If you're not living holy, you are not accepted by God. That's what the word is saying. I didn't say that. Read. This is what it takes to be holy. Listen good.
Romans chapter 7 and verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy.
The what?
The law is holy.
The law is holy. So how do you live holy? When you apply the laws. Keep reading.
And the commandment holy.
So keeping the commandments make you holy. You are to be holy to God. Read.
And just.
And just, meaning justified, separated from the things that are not of God, and following the things that are of God, which are in this word. Read.
And good.
And good. So the commandments are good. So when someone says I'm good, check the light. Where are your fringes? Where is your beard? Because in order for you to be a good man, you must be applying these laws. The brother that was here earlier, he said he's a good father, but yet he's not married to his daughter's mother. How is he good? When marriage is honorable to the Most High, which is a law. Read. Go back.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
So you must walk around acknowledging, letting others see, which you read in Matthew, where he tells us to let our light so shine. Matthew 5, right?
Yes.
You don't got to read it. In Matthew 5, he tells us that we must be a light unto the world. We do that by applying these laws. Read.
Holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
It's only reasonable. It's only right that you do such things. This man shed his blood on that cross. He felt the pain that none of us have yet felt. He felt it for our sake. So it's reasonable. It's only right that we do that for his sake. Understand? So we must change. Read the next verse.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world, meaning do not do the things that this world is teaching you to do. This world teaches you to break the Sabbath. It teaches you to break the laws. This world is what taught women to wear pants, to go against God's law. This world is what taught women and men that it's okay to be gay, that it's okay to be a lesbian. He said for us not to conform ourselves to this world. Read.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
But we must be transformed. We must change. Acts 3 and 19. You don't got to read no more than that. And then I'm going to get the one law for the sister and then we're ready to roll up. Because he said be transformed. The word transform means to change. We must change. We must stop selling drugs to each other. We must stop killing each other. We must stop sleeping with each other's women and men.
Bring it out.
That must stop. Read.
Acts chapter 3 and verse 19. Repent ye therefore. And
so repent. Ask God to forgive you for that sin. And do what?
And be converted.
And be converted. You must change. Like said, transform. What is it that is going to change you? Read. You know what I want?
Yeah.
This is what is going to change you.
Psalms 19 verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Most High God is perfect. There is nothing wrong with thou shalt not kill. There is nothing wrong with thou shalt not lust. There is nothing wrong with you should not hate your brother. There is nothing wrong with honoring your father and your mother. The law of the Lord is perfect. Read.
Converting the soul.
And it changes you. It converts you. It transforms you. You must apply these laws in order for you to change. Deuteronomy 22:5. This is for you, sis. And trust and believe that this is love. Because if I did not love you, I would just stand there and let a train wreck your life. My job as a brother is to show you love. My job as a brother, is to show you love. You must forsake the vain philosophies of America and start to keep God's commandments. Because that is what's going to save you. It's God's commandments under the faith of Christ. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
You hear that? That's a commandment. And that is what will change you. Once you see a woman stop wearing pants and start to wear a dress as it is commanded of God, you are now being converted. Then you go ahead and add the fringes, which is a law. Numbers 15:38. Then you go ahead and wrap that hair when this Bible is coming out. Now you are being converted. The same with the men. You must be converted.
That's
so
right.
Again, he said that a woman shall not wear what pertains to a man, which is pants. You know, when you go to the bathroom in China, you do not read Chinese, but you can see the symbol. The woman has a dress and the man has pants. So, you whack rappers that want to walk around here wearing dresses and try to make it a custom so that our people can fall into that trap and walk around in dresses, you are leading your people to the death of hell.
Let me say something real quick.
Yes, sir.
And this is the thing. Our sisters will have excuses and say, I wear pants because it's cold. I wear pants because I feel good in them. What's the other excuses?
Comfortable.
I'm comfortable. But those are excuses you create in your mind because prior to the 1960s, women, black women, Hispanic women never wore pants, leggings, even prior for that. All the women from the creation never wore pants. It wasn't until the white man came and gave you freedom of choice. Now all the women been deceived through feminism because pants is a part of feminism. Pants show you that you can be equal to a man, that you can be a man too. That's where pants come from. That's what pants, that's the spirit behind pants. So when people say, I do because of that, no. You're lying to yourself.
That's right.
You don't do it because you do it because you've been transformed to this world.
So again, as he said, those are excuses.
You don't wear pants?
Our sisters wore what you see the women wearing today. They're actually not pants. They were undergarments for your dresses. So when you see a sister walk around with such thing, guess what the sister's walking around in? Underwear. But she doesn't know that because she's destroyed for lack of knowledge. Understand that. So, yeah, you can ask questions, sis. So understand, these are things that we must start to change.
It's because it's a man. They say cover up period, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not wearing your pants below your butt, none of that, why should that matter?
Why should it matter?
Cover it up.
I'm gonna tell you.
See if you're not, if
No,
you're wearing
you're
tight
not.
pants,
According to you,
but if
you probably shouldn't find it. Listen real good. So I know you want to ask, but it's all good. You know, you got that right to. Nobody's really gonna adhere. Not too many people.
I just want what I say.
I know what you're saying, but listen. Listen to this.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5.
Listen good.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding.
You understand that? Because what you're trying to bring to us, or what you have is your own understanding. But that understanding is not really your own. It was brought to you by a man. And Christ warned us even in the Old Testament that a man would come and change that law. Get that in Daniel.
So
you understand? I'm not saying it. Where did I read it from?
Yeah, all right.
All right, so now, would Jews tell God, you're wrong for telling me that I need to wear a dress? Right, so that's what you're doing, sis.
Everybody's not going to walk around wearing dresses. We can be who we are.
Y'all don't listen.
I understand if you showing your butt and you got tight pants.
Listen real quick. I'm gonna give you the prophecy. Remember, this is prophecy. This would happen, and it started in the 1960s when they started allowing women to wear dresses. They changed that law. Read. Christ warned us about that. Right. That is
Daniel chapter 7 verse 25.
Listen
and
good.
he shall speak great words against the Most High.
That he is talking about the whole European nation. He came and he said God said that he would come and do what? Read.
He shall speak great words against the Most High.
Against the Most High. One of those things is that he is God. God is white, Christ is white, and that everything he says matters. Read.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Now, according to the Bible, Psalms 148:14 tells us that we, the Hispanics, the blacks, the natives, we are the saints of the Most High.
That's right.
We are the Israelites that this Bible speaks about. He wore us out in slavery. When you wear a pair of shoes, right, and you dog them out, you wear them out till you can't wear them no more, right? That's what they did to us. Now, have you ever walked around when you dog your shoes to the sole, you don't have no more sole? What do you do with them?
I never did that.
They're destroyed. You never did that. Okay, well, there's some that have, okay? That's what happens when they wore us out. They destroyed us to the point where we wouldn't even remember who we are. Read.
And think to change times and laws.
And what?
And think to change times and laws.
So that man that spoke against the Most High, that women can marry women, men can marry men, America has done that. That women can wear pants and men can wear dresses. America has done that. It says he shall think, because he's not going to fully, completely make it happen. Because not all of us are going to agree. Listen good. Wait. Read.
And they shall be given into his hands until a time and times and dividing of time.
So that power was given to him for a certain amount of time. You understand? And we, our people, have chosen to follow that man and not God.
Okay. All right. This America and everybody, not gonna ever walk around wearing no dresses, right?
Listen to this. Yes, sir. Listen. The brother's gonna bring something out. Here's the judgment.
Sis, you're right. 2/3. Check this out. Now check this out. Check sis. You're 100% right. Guess what? 2/3 the Bible says not gonna listen. And this is what's gonna happen to those people, the women that decides not to listen. You're right. You're 100% right. Listen, you don't have to. Listen, you have a choice, but your choice is gonna lead you to this. Everybody has a choice. God says, keep my commandments. The Bible says, keep my commandments and live. God gave you life and death. Right. Now you choose. Give me Deuteronomy 30 real quick, and this is the choice I'm gonna leave you with. Then we're gonna close out. All right. This is for the women that's saying, you know what? I feel comfortable. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't want to wear dress. Not every woman's gonna wear dress. Don't worry about every woman. Seek out your own soul salvation. Because there's a judgment for every woman. I'm going to show you what's the judgment. Read that. 30 verse 19.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
We're calling heaven where the Most High is, where Christ and the angels, and earth, where the Bibles and the judges are. We're the judges for this time. For this day we're recording this. Read.
That I have set before you life and death.
Only thing we're going to set before you is life. America sets before you death.
Bring it out.
You can choose America or you can choose the Bible.
Right.
You choose your master. That's what we're telling you. But me and our family, we're going to serve the Most High.
That's right. Blessing and cursing.
The blessings is the earth, the world, outer space, the planets. Everybody in the earth. Read.
And cursing.
And cursing is death. Give me Zechariah 1 verse 8. And this is the cursing. This is the curses that lie before you if you decide to follow the majority. This is where the vast majority is going to end up. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass.
God says it will happen. Don't get it twisted. You have the notion of the very thought that you're not going to do what God says. This will happen. Read.
The day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children.
God said, on the day of my sacrifice, that's when Christ comes. He's going to sacrifice millions and billions of people. He's going to kill on this earth. That's the sacrifice of the Lord. That's the day of judgment. That's the day, the dreadful day, when the black Messiah makes his return. It's not going to be pretty. The day Christ says is his sacrifice. Come unto the marriage supper. And have all the eagles, the fowls, the falcons, all of them gather for the supper of the Lord. Because there's going to be a lot of body sacrifice. Read.
That I will punish the princes and the king's children.
He's going to punish the princes and the king's children. We are the king's children. Read.
And all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
He's going to punish, kill everybody that what?
With clothed with strange apparel.
This is talking about clothing. Read that again.
And all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
Choose you this day. That's strange into the eyesight of God.
That's right.
If the prophets were here right now, they'd be like, why did she wear this? That's strange for a woman to wear men's gear. Our women were never supposed to do that. It wasn't until feminism was pushed and then women had the freedom to do whatever they want. Free will. Where there's a will of God, there is no free will.
That's right.
Give me Zechariah 13 verse 8. And you're right, sis. People are not going to choose to decide to walk in the laws of God. Now, this is what's going to happen to the people that decide to follow the crowd that wants to wear pants. Read. This was going to happen. How many of those people are going to decide not to follow this Bible? We don't care. You don't want to follow it? Be your guest. That's you. That's your life. Read.
Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass.
It will happen, God said. Read.
That in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
2 parts of the Israelites. Billions of blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians will be cut off and die. God's going to kill 2/3 of blacks and Hispanics and Native. So those that wear pants, guess what? You're going to go with the 2/3. Those are the men that sleeping around, having sex, smoking, getting high, killing your brothers, all eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. You're going to die with the 2/3. When you see Russia rising up, you see North Korea, they're all talking about destroying America. This is reality. This is real. It's going to happen. It's here. We're just waiting for it to happen. Read.
But the third shall be left therein.
But the third, 1/3 is going to say, you know what? I believe this. God says to do this, I'm going to do it. So God is going to preserve the 1/3. 2/3 is going to die by nuclear fire. 1/3 is going to be taken out of the nuclear fire. Read.
And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
So God's going to bring the third out of the nuclear fire. But you decide to continue in your lifestyle, sis, all we can do is guide you, instruct you, and show you the way to walk in. Read on. No, that's it. So sis, choose what you want to follow. But your future is a dark and deadly future if you decide to walk in this path. We're warning you. And we read it. You don't know when the day of Christ is coming, sis. So choose your day.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure
this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates on all our YouTube channels. Shalom.